Full Melt Show is intended for a mature audience. It contains adult themes, adult content, and sometimes adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
It's the Full Melt Show.
Are you high? What are you talking about?
This is the Full Melt.
Give me a break.
The Full Melt Show. A marijuana discussion about news, culture, politics, and lifestyle. FullMelt.com. Toll free. 844-420-TALK. 844-420-TALK.
All right. I think it's working. I have to double check now, though, just to make sure to see that it's working. If it is working, we're live on the air at the Hash Bash. Actually, it's the event that follows the Hash Bash, to be more correct about it. It is the Monroe Street Fair. We are live at the corner of Monroe and Tappan in downtown Ann Arbor. It is right on the edge of campus. Standing with me in the booth here today, and I have to double check to make sure that our audio is going good, because I think it is, but I just have to double check. And am I seeing a level? Yeah, I am seeing a level. So it looks good. You know, Jamie, if you could do me the favor of opening up this, there's a mobile app on there that's the streamer. Yes, go into apps there. Yeah, there you go. And see if you can find the Full Melt Show app. I just want to double check our audio because I am the sound engineer. Yes, it doesn't say Wax App. It says the Full Melt Show. It says Wax App. No, not the Wax App. Close that down. No. You got to do this differently. Do this. Close those all down. And there should be one on there that says. There should be one on there that says the Full Melt Show. Looks the same. It's got the same logo, the same icon. Is it not on there? It has to be on there. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. No, it's not in there. You're not seeing it? I don't have my own app. Oh, good Lord. See, I can't do it on this one. I've got the app on this one for sure. Well, let's try this. Let's do this. I'm going to close this down. It is live. It is crazy. It is. He's like, oh, crap.
Is something logical going to happen at any moment?
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. See, now I got your mic up. I didn't have the mic up on you before. Nobody could hear anything you said.
That's good, because I didn't say anything of great importance.
There was nothing important that you were saying?
Until now.
TheFullMelt.com. I know this will play on the... There we go.
So far, we've kept...
We got to see if it says... I mean, there's no sense in doing a show if you don't know, if you can't monitor that thing. I'm going to be sure we're on.
Small booth.
Here we go.
Close proximity to Steve Green. And
it says we're on.
The effects are quite devastating so far. Dan Skies is visibly affected.
Are we not hearing anything? I don't get it.
Dan Sky is melting. He is...
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there we are.
He's gasping.
Can you listen?
Okay, we're listening.
Going?
Yes, it's working.
Hey.
Yeah, a little delay.
Successful.
Okay.
Now the second
that
question
easy.
Is... The second question is...
20 minutes later of freezing.
We are frozen.
Right?
It's absolutely
and
freezing
you're ready
out
to
here.
Get to the editor-in-chief of High Times.
Yes.
Dan
so
Sky.
you
were just formally announced.
He stole my thunder. The fabulous Jamie Lowell stole my thunder, introducing the wonderful Dan Sky.
I know you didn't do a very good job of it, Steve. I really would appreciate it if you would introduce me. Because
why don't you start from the beginning and introduce him to eliminate my horrible faux pas.
Hey, you're getting ready to do your own show, Jamie. You get that thing down yet? What's going on with that? You starting to do a show now?
It's coming up. It's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Third Coast Radio. It'll have some live dates, and it'll be also broadcast from a studio combo.
And the where are you putting the studio at? Where's that? You got to tell people where the studio's at.
Studio will be in Ypsilanti, but I'll also be in Berkeley one time a week. and somewhere at large, maybe. I mean, one time a month, and somewhere at large, maybe.
Well, Jamie, I'm going to look forward to the show. I really am.
Yeah. I was trying to give you,
and that means a lot from Dan because he got his master's from University of Michigan in communications, and he's been with the same publication for 42 of its 46 years.
No, that's just not true. But I
was trying to give you an opportunity to plug your dispensary. I mean, they're
more interested in helping out your show than helping myself out at the moment. So.
Well, I don't know anybody who goes to Third Coast.
You're always good with self-love. Come on. I know you're good with the self-love.
I like to masturbate quite a bit.
That's what I'm saying. Self-love.
I don't like necessarily self-promote.
They're growing with Flint water. That's all
what are
I
you
can
going to
do?
So Dan has come here all the way from High Times, and this is not your first ticket to this rodeo.
This is not my first rodeo. No, I was at my first hash bash in 1975 when I was a student here. I got my graduate degree here at the University of Michigan in 1975. So I was at the fourth hash bash. And then I came back about a few years ago, and I'm here on 2016 on this beautiful Michigan day, snowing like crazy. Really is beautiful. Love it.
It is pretty awesome.
And that stopped a huge, beautiful crowd from showing up here in support.
No, it's a huge crowd out here. It's fantastic. So snow's coming down, but no problem. I'm from Michigan, folks. Like I told everybody today, I was born in Flint, went to the University of Michigan. My parents met at Ann Arbor High School. I got Michigan cred, and I love this place. And like I said, the Cannabis Cup is coming back here twice this year. Once in June 10th and 11th. It's coming back again. No, it's not going to be just. It's going to be better than the first one. We plan to make the first one not as good and the second one better. Because that's the way things should go in life.
The one that's not quite as good first.
No, the first one. No, they get better every time. So each one you go to is the best. Don't you understand? So you want
to wait till the next one.
All right, let's talk about Third Coast Dispensary if you're going to start slagging High Times. I have tried the pot there, and believe me, what 6% THC? I mean, I bought better stuff from the University of Michigan in 1974 for $20 an ounce. Let me tell you, folks, stay away from Third Coast Dispensary, Ypsilanti on Hamilton Street. Great place if you really don't want to get high. Anyway, sorry about that.
I remember the good old days when there was a bunch of stems and seeds and brickweed and stuff like that.
Hey, listen, the stuff we had back at the University of Michigan in 1975 kicked ass. I smoked Oaxacan. I smoked Oaxacan.
Smart people that figured it out.
I smoked Colombian long before you were born, Mr. Lowell. So let's not get too persnickety with me, all right?
I'm not. I'm in total support.
So listen, I wanted to ask you.
As usual, you misunderstand.
All right, Jamie. Talking to High Times now. You're not the celebrity here, so let's just. All right.
I wanted to ask you. You've had probably one of the largest overviews of this event since its inception.
Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I think High Times have been covering it since the onset. Obviously, it was the first hash bash occurred before High Times was even born.
Right.
So this is kind of an exciting thing, but High Times has been behind it a long time. Steve Hager back in the late 80s and early 90s promoted it in the magazine. And here, 20 years later, I'm doing the same thing. But like I say, I was at a hash bash in 1975, and I'm here again. And it's pretty amazing.
Well,
4 years ago, too.
Yeah, just 3 or 4 years ago.
It's changed a lot since it started, hasn't it?
Yeah, I remember the first hash bash I went to. Everybody was just having a good time in the afternoon on April 1st, on April Fool's Day. It was always on April Fool's Day. It wasn't on a Saturday. So it was really, really a lot of fun. I went over there in the afternoon, smoked some stuff with a student of mine. I was a teaching assistant. Went back with some of this creeper reefer, and by the time I walked halfway back, I said, "Oh my God, I'm stoned on my ass!" And I had to talk to my department head, and I was just, really flying. It was really, I got through it though. But seriously, that's a true story though. Creeper reefer is what we call it. He said, "I'm not high," and then 10 minutes later, you go, "Oh my God, I'm really high."
What the hell hit me?
Exactly.
So, just last year, the Monroe Street Fair was literally half this size. And I cannot believe, as cold as, it's snowing out here. It is freezing.
Yeah, it's
and
cold.
The turnout here is still phenomenal.
People love cannabis, and people love cannabis events. It's a great time because people get together they all have something in common. It's cannabis. That's one thing about people who smoke cannabis. If you go on vacation or you go somewhere and you don't know anybody who smokes, when you find somebody who does, when you make that connection, you find you start talking about other things as well. We have this great connection among people who smoke cannabis. So people come out here, they have a great time. People bump into each other, no problem, no worries. Everybody's in very, very good spirits. It's a responsible crowd, and we encourage everybody, I hope. This is taped, of course, right. But please pick up your junk. Let's not leave this a complete mess here. So, that's what we hope everybody does.
Actually, I have a little bit of information on that. It seems that the people here at the Monroe Street Fair almost every year absolutely trash the place. I mean, there is garbage everywhere. But the good side of that is that we have a great volunteer staff that comes around and picks this place up within a couple of hours. It looks like we were never here.
It's pretty amazing because when they announced this at the Hash Bash at around noon that we're going to have the big cleanup party afterwards, there was a huge cheer that went up from the crowd. That's what I'm just. When I say that, I want the crowd to pick up their stuff as well. But it really truly is phenomenal because this Monroe Street Fair is going into its 15th year this year, and it's a very responsible event. It wouldn't have gone on 15 years unless they've done a good job policing this place, and the crowd has been well behaved, which they always have been.
Well, and a great reason to let them expand the fair. We've been good citizens and been good stewards of the property that we've been on, and that says a lot. Look, the space that we occupy for the radio show, I always make sure that it's cleaner than when I got here. I do.
You have to.
I'm really proud of that.
Because there are really thousands of people milling around here right now. I mean, far more than were over at the Hash Bash for between noon and 1:30. So it's about 3:45, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Thousands of people milling around here, listening to the music's going on stage, all smoking, enjoying themselves, even as this wet snow is coming down here on a constant basis. It's going on since around 1:30 this afternoon. So people are having a good time, and nobody seems to be leaving.
No, and parking is crazy, though. I mean, it took me. I had to park like a half mile away and walk.
I did the same thing. I parked
But
down.
that to me seems we got a good fair. There's so many people here.
There are many people here. They're coming in on public transportation as well, all teaming up, carpooling in. A lot of younger people here, which is good to see.
Everybody wants to see Tommy Chong, and everybody's got to see Kyle Cushman's over here. I think over in the Arborside booth.
Tommy is a real star in our industry, man. I'll tell you, in our community. Seriously, he's over there signing autographs.
Just wait. We're hitting the break. I don't think we can hear it.
All right.
I'm going to start mine. Let me come back because I don't want to miss saying goodbye to you on the air. So hang on 1 second. We'll be right back from the Monroe Street Fair. If you can hear us, I think the music overtook us. So hang on a second. We'll be right back.
You're getting the full melt.
If you're like us, your pets aren't just animals. They're members of your family. Pet Pain CBD hemp oil drops are great for aging as well as active dogs and cats. Some people are apprehensive about hemp treatments for pets. They ask us, what are you smoking? Absolutely nothing, and neither will your pet. Like other hemp-based products for humans, the allure is all of the benefits of cannabis without any of the high. The CBD oil has shown to rejuvenate the bones, joints, brain, stomach, eyes, and heart. And the drops contain absolutely no corn, wheat, soy, artificial colors and flavors, or preservatives. Pick some up today. Visit PetPain.com or ask for Pet Pain at your local pet store. PetPain.com. CBD relief for your pet.
When you need legal help, you don't want to guess at who's standing next to you in court. And when it comes to a medical marijuana defense, it's even smarter to partner with a lawyer before you need one. Based in Royal Oak, David Rudoy has a proven history of not being afraid to take your case all the way to the Supreme Court and win. Find the law offices of Rudoy Law
at RudoyLaw.com.
RudoyLaw.com is a quick reference on your rights concerning Michigan medical marijuana
and up-to-date news.
That's RUDOI Law.com. Call 248-935-9074 now and talk about your legal needs, because at RudoyLaw.com, we don't just stand up for you, We stand up with you.
What's up with these things, Victor?
We decided to give ourselves stickers for each feature we release.
We read about 10,000 suggestions a week to create features that, as traders, we'd want to use.
10,000 suggestions? Who reads all of those?
He does.
For all the confidence you need, TD Ameritrade. You got this.
We need coffee.
Got it right here.
Cups.
12-ounce, 8-ounce recyclable.
Creamers, sweeteners, stirrers, filters.
Creamers, sweeteners, stirrers, filters, K-Cups.
Hazelnut, French vanilla, French roast, dark, light, medium, bold, extra bold.
And decaf.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
No reason.
Free shipping for awards members every day. Staples. Make more happen.
It's the Full Melt Radio Show.
Radio show.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I'm hoping. Hey, we are getting pushed down, but I like this. You guys doing a good job of handling that audio. I think. I won't know until I officially hear the playback, because I can't monitor while I'm on the air. So we are back out here broadcasting live at the Monroe Street Fair, which is directly following the Hash Bash, which started at noon today. And I can tell you, when I got up this morning, there was literally a short pile of snow on my steps. I mean, I literally wrote Hash Bash 2016 on the steps and took a picture and put it on Facebook because it is freezing today. What?
By peeing?
No, I didn't. It's not a yellow sign. It is definitely a black and white sign. I could have done the yellow sign, but I don't think that would have been, doing the thing very much justice.
So much over there that I thought maybe that'd be a good idea for it.
Yes. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie, for that insight.
Right.
They could have been written in yellow, but no, it wasn't. It was just a comment that Steve was making about the fact that it was snowing this morning. That's all the comment he was making. So
somehow Adele started popping up here.
Adele?
I've got the subscription to the iTunes thing.
Oh no!
And so somewhere the iTunes thing started playing music while we were talking. It's just weird. It must have just started though.
Are we on the air now?
Yeah, we're on the air. We're doing our thing. Let me just double check to make. Yeah, I can hear myself.
Why don't you wait a little bit while before he says goodbye? So
I'm trying to make it last as long as possible because the icicles are growing on our beards as we speak.
Yes, exactly. My mustache here, my outlaw mustache here.
To get in front of the radio.
Oh my God.
So, Dan Sky and Jamie Lowell joining us on the program at the moment, and I held Dan back to just because I wanted to, I hate going to break and not saying goodbye, and I know that he couldn't hear us because of the music. So, I love this event, and it back in the day, I think maybe even 5 or 6 years ago, before I started coming out here broadcasting this show every year, I didn't think that this, an event like this would have as much steam as it seems to have gotten. Man, this thing has picked up huge steam in just the last couple of years.
Well, the thing is, one of the things that happened during the Hash Bash, I was amazed. Charmy Golson, one of the top activists here in Michigan, asked everybody who's ever had a police encounter because of marijuana, and it was about 80% raising their hands.
Yeah.
And even though we have medical marijuana in Michigan, and frankly, the program is not what it was 5 years ago when we had dispensaries flourishing everywhere here in the state. Things have worsened for everybody. There are more marijuana arrests now than ever. So things have got to change. So everybody. There's still a lot of work to do. There are only 4 states that have recreational marijuana, but they say there are going to be 7 on the ballot this year, more to go recreational. We hope it happens. We hope that Obama unschedules things. There's so much work still to be done. When you go to Colorado, you get very complacent sometimes. Everybody's out there having a great time, enjoying recreational marijuana, not worrying about arrests. And here you come to Michigan and other states, and even though they're supposedly legal, there are tremendous problems as far as being prosecuted. So, yeah, we got a long way to go. But that's why I think people are still out here, because there's still a lot of work to do.
Well, as big as it's gotten, and even just a couple of years ago, if it was cold like this, the turnout would be like half. I mean, it would really cut the turnout bad. So I'm very happy to see the crowd sustain through this.
Yeah,
because it's only a 6-hour event, so I think that helps a lot.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Steve, people are just milling around, having a good time here. It's a very, very convivial atmosphere. I remember I was here a couple of years ago, and we had very, very nice weather in the afternoon. Everybody was sitting around on the lawns.
Yeah.
No one could sit around today, obviously, because of the wet weather.
It was very Woodstock-esque.
Yeah, it sure was. But, the bands are still playing out here. Everybody's still listening to them, and I think everybody will go home tonight with a nice cold. No. Everybody will go home very, 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 very pleased and with another good day in Michigan.
Well, I'm one up on them because I came with a cold. So take them apples.
All right. Well, I'm amazed. This place, like I said, there's only one lighter for this entire event. How did people do this? This is really absolutely amazing. One lighter.
Yeah. I imagine there are people that leave with no lighters and some people that leave with like 100 lighters.
That the ubiquitous lighter thieves. How many times do you go to a thing with 3 lighters and you end up with none? Or sometimes you end up with 6. I mean, it depends. But there are people who are just lighter thieves. We know who they are.
Because they have the giant collection of lighters on their desk at home.
It's amazing. I mean, lighters from everywhere. They just take them. They palm them.
The
worst kind of people. I think Jamie Lowell is one of those kind of people. Here he's always back. I'm sorry.
It just lingers on,
doesn't it? It does.
Where's my lighter, Jamie?
Are you a lighter thief? Or are you the guy that ends up losing your lighter, Jamie?
Oh, you got a white lighter.
Oh, he's a lighter thief. He's got all kinds of lighters. He's pulling them out of every pocket. Look at him go.
Lighter? Everybody, go and Google Curse of the White Lighter. Check it out. It's a very, very bad thing. If you have a white lighter, throw it away. Curse of the White Lighter is a video starring me, animated video. It's only 48 seconds long. Curse of the White Lighter. Go check it out. Don't use a white lighter. Well, you put it in my pocket. Get out of here. I mean, it's bad juju, folks.
That's really, really weird because I was always told the orange lighter is the one.
Orange is another bad one, but white is worse. Seriously, this is true, folks. Go and check it out and look at all the comments on. Hold on. Look at all the. You're the one who's holding it, but go check it out because all the comments on YouTube, all the bad luck that people have had with white lighters. Check it out.
So now I'm very curious because I want to compare the bad luck with the orange lighter to the bad luck with the white lighter thing.
Yeah, well, orange and white are the bad ones. You're absolutely right.
Are there any good color lighters?
I think people like black. People like black.
Black.
Red.
You got all the Third Coast ones with the
black
that are blue.
Black is good.
The blue Third Coast ones.
Green is always safe. Color green. Green is safe.
So real quick, I just wanted to give a plug to the magazine and the expos. So what's going on? What can we expect this year? Give us the highlights.
We're, like I said earlier, we're coming to Michigan twice this year. Coming back to Clio, going to the Auto City.
You're doing it twice?
Twice.
The rumor is true.
The rumor is true. No rumor. Go. Everybody go online. CanadaScup.com.
You hear that, Brian? The rumor is true. They are coming here twice.
We're going to come here. All right. We're going to be there. Everybody just give me a break here to give my plug and quit interrupting me. June 10th and 11th at the Auto City Speedway in beautiful Clio, Michigan. Don't drink the water. It's a great place. We're going to have a great weekend. And then we're coming back in late August. So we are coming twice to Clio, and each event's going to be different than the other, and you should come to both. It's a great way to spend your summer. Enjoy, support the cannabis industry. And we're going to have a big push this summer. Really get people out there. Vote for Michigan legalized because this is a new era about to hit us, and we want to make sure it happens. Everybody's cheering for me right now. You can hear that, right? Exactly. It's absolutely amazing when it happens.
They actually flash the applause sign when they say Dan Sky.
That did not happen. It did not happen. There's no applause sign out here.
Well, so twice to Michigan, and then what's going on with Colorado? We're not going to do Colorado this year. We're off in in California
well,
instead.
Here's the deal. We've been in Colorado 5 years in a row, and suddenly Adams County said no more. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. We did tie up freeways. There's no doubt about it. When we had our events, 45,000 people show up.
Those are good. Those are good honor stripes to have.
Yeah, we had some good numbers in Denver. So anyway, we tried to move it down to Pueblo. Pueblo County really wanted us to have down there, but they have the 75-day waiting period. Everything's got to go through this approval process. And we said we pulled out. We want to have our 420 event without unencumbered. So we went to San Bernardino, having our U.S. Cup there. We are still having our Colorado Cup. And on April 19th in Broomfield, Colorado, we're going to have a great big concert there.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to announce the Colorado Cup Award. So this is only Colorado strains that are we're going to have a special competition.
What a great idea.
Yeah, so on April 19th, the winners will be announced there. And I'll be announcing, as always, with his beautiful voice, Steve, even better than yours.
Got the smooth Dan Sky voice.
Absolutely.
It's the voice of High Times, Dan Sky.
Exactly. The voice of High Times. Thank you.
We should be like, at our age, we should be like doing, narration for like, the Deadliest Catch and stuff like that.
I know, really, we're in the wrong business.
Yeah, right.
People make $40,000 for speaking for 30 seconds.
Mike Rose taking home a big paycheck. I'm just saying.
No,
I got to thank you for coming out here and being a part of the program. I got to shoot down some other guys. Can you point to any direction where I can?
I can't. I cannot point to anything. My fingers are frozen around the microphone.
Oh,
I can't
man.
point at anything.
I got to go dig up my own gusts. All right. Well,
really,
you can't blame
I unclench my fingers from the microphone.
You can't blame a guy for trying. So, thanks again for coming on out. It's an exciting time, and we're always glad to be here broadcasting from the fair. I know a lot of our dispensary friends are number one, very happy that we're here. But some. Yeah, no, Mike is awesome, and Mike from the Green Planet, I've got to give them a plug because they always let us have this awesome space. Technically, we're in a space that's not part of the Monroe Street Fair because we're on the sidewalk behind the fair, actually. But the Green Planet's right here, and they're always gracious enough to let us occupy this spot. And look, they can take a lot of money from people and have a nice spot here for people every year, but they always give it to us because we help to promote the cause.
They maintain their high standards no matter how busy it gets here. And, of course, they're a dispensary right in the middle of the Monroe Street Fair, so they get busy. But they maintain their standards throughout and just make the process more efficient.
Of course they're going to maintain their high standard. They're high. This is ridiculous. Like DJ Short talking about, he hopes there's going to be a high voter turnout. There's going to be a high voter turnout because everybody's going to be high. This gets a little bit ridiculous. I think highly of you, Jamie, but I couldn't think any other way of you because I'm high all the time. So, but I don't.
I have to apologize.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's next? What's next for you when you get up out of here? Are you heading back off to another place?
I'm going back to our mansion in Ypsilanti and warm up. Number one. No, we have the cannabis coming up next week.
He's heading back with you.
Back to Henry Ford Plantation. It's out there in the hinterlands of Ypsilanti. It's haunted. It's a haunted house.
Enjoy the fair and smoke one for me.
No.
All I get is the passing by smoke.
All right. No. We got Cannabis Cups coming up. Once again, everybody, go to CannabisCup.com. Check out here in Michigan when the Cannabis Cup's going to come up. We have a full roster of seminars. Going to have some great music that weekend, and you guys love great music, and we hope we can serve you as best we can because you guys have always been so appreciative of our presence as we've come here every year. So, want to continue this great relationship in Michigan.
Well, and you're showing it because you're giving us twice the exposure. How awesome is that? That's like an exclusive. Are you doing this anywhere else?
We don't expose ourselves that often. We're exposing ourselves. We're giving,
and for good cause.
Full exposure. We're giving full frontal exposure here in Michigan twice.
Full Monty from High Times.
The Full Monty from High Times.
Oh man, how do you top that?
Go take your dog for a walk, but if he shits, you gotta go get it.
All right, yeah, no, we got to do the pooper scoopering, and he's saying, look, I got number one. If you get number two, there you go.
Okay. Good radio. It's great radio. We're watching the dog go to the bathroom here. This is fantastic. Really.
Oh, that's not a good thing. No, FCC would not be happy, but it's a good thing we don't deal with them.
Oh God.
They wouldn't be happy if we were doing cannabis talk at FCC. They'd be like, "What are you doing?"
This is bad. This is doggy. All righty.
All right, there we go.
All right, Steve.
Oh, for sure. Thanks, you guys.
Hey, all right. Take care, man. We'll see you.
Microphone's officially retired. All right. Peace. Thank you. Jamie Lowell from Third Coast Dispensary in Ypsilanti, and also the fabulous Dan Sky. And now I'm turning the mic off. There we go. So, I don't think anybody heard that, but I'm going to repeat it just because it was comically funny. Brian, one of our show producer assistants here, one of our only show producers assistants. We got Bobby, but Bobby's not here. Bobby's working on the app. Anyways, he offered to take the dog for a walk, and he said, "Look, I'm going to take the dog for a walk, but if he craps somewhere, I got to pick it up." He's going to make me go pick it up, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. But then he said he was going to take the dog over to the Abrogate bus, just in case. Which that's an inside joke for people. I don't know. Look, I don't want to. I always poke fun at the Abrogate people, but only because I don't think the chance of them getting this done is really slight. I don't think they got enough organization or enough fundraising. But I'm not going to. I was worried there for a second. I'm not going to punch them in the eye. Everybody believes in the Abrogate cause. I think MI Legalized has a better chance, but we'll see what happens. I say sign the petitions. If you see the Abrogate petition, sign it. If you see the MI Legalized petition, sign it. We're collecting signatures here. Hey, are those getting all wet and wrinkled up? What's going on over there with those? No, they're in the water and they're all wrinkly and wet. That's bad. I don't know if they'll accept signatures if they get wet and wrinkled. But, so what are we doing here? I got to check the time, see where we're at. Because I might have to, I may have to at some point go and talk to Rory. See if I can get Rory on the, can I do it? I can't actually do it. I could go portable with this broadcast, believe it or not. The only reason I'm tied to this spot right now is because I got multiple mics plugged in. I think if I could take one microphone on the road and see if I can find Rory. Let's see if we can get Mike on from the Green Planet. Yeah, could you go get Mike for me? Mike's standing right across the sidewalk from us having a conversation with some gentleman. And I think he's from the Grow Green booth, actually. Want to come and do a little? No, he's declining. He says no. Really? Oh no. We got the no sign from Mike. Well, that's okay. We love you, Mike, and we also love the Green Planet. I haven't been in there since last year at this time. I got to go in there after we're done. Let's see what's going on up in there. A couple seconds to break, and then I'm gonna run during the break across the sidewalk to see if I can find somebody at Grow Green and also at Arborside and get them on the air. In the meanwhile, we're the other big targets we're searching for to get on the air during the program here today, and I don't know if we can get them on during this particular show, but I am definitely going to do, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's not getting too late to do that, Tommy Chong broadcast interview shortly. It probably won't be in the content of this show because Tommy's in a booth signing T-shirts and pictures and taking pictures and all that stuff, promoting himself. But so Tommy is off doing that, and when he gets a chance to get a break, I think there's a warm-up bus that they have for him, and I'm hoping to get him on the warm-up bus. Hang on, we're going to break. I'll be right back after the break. Getting the full melt.
I've seen things no man should bear, and those that every man should dare. From the beaches of Normandy to the far reaches of the earth. In my life, I have lived millions of lives. I've outrun robots and danced with dinosaurs. I've faced the faces of fear and fortitude, and witnessed great beauty in the making. I've kept the company of kings and queens, but I'm no royalty or saint. I've traveled, trekked, wandered, and roamed, only to find myself right where I belong.
Jeep. See your authorized Jeep retailer for details on how you can become a Jeep owner.
We asked people to tell us something that happened in their past and something that might happen in their future. The good things were put on yellow magnets and the bad ones on blue. The results show the past was a pretty even mix of good and bad, yet the future was almost all good things. Now that you've seen the results of this experiment, what does it mean to you?
We all want to think about positive stuff.
Realistically, there will be downtimes.
It's great to think optimistically, but let's plan for whatever the future might bring.
Prudential, bring your challenges.
RootMetrics, in the nation's largest independent study, tested wireless performance across the country. Verizon won big with 153 state wins. AT&T got 38, Sprint got 2, and T-Mobile got 0. Verizon also won first in the U.S. for data, call, speed, and reliability. AT&T got text. Stuck on an average network? Join Verizon, and we'll cover your cost to switch.
Introducing Sacred Elements, a place for natural and alternative healing for the mind, body, and soul. Sacred Elements. It's one place, all solutions.
Registered, licensed, certified, ordained.
Sacred Elements.
Massage, hypnosis, Reiki.
Sacred Elements.
Raindrop, aroma and color therapy, body detox, ministry, life coaching, weight and nutrition counseling.
Sacred Elements. Next to the Sweet Leaf, 400 South Dordt Highway, Flint.
11 to 7 daily, closed Sunday.
Call 810-259-2570. Hey, it's Steve Green for the Sweet Leaf in Flint, because now getting safe access to medical cannabis patients in Flint, Michigan is never more welcoming. Presenting the Sweet Leaf, a brand new patient experience, bringing 12 carefully selected caregivers housed in 9 separate offices to distinctly assist you with their knowledge and reputation for excellent patient care. Classes and training coming soon in the large community room. Check it out in person, 400 South Dordt Highway, or call 810-259-2571. The Sweet Leaf Center in Flint, 810-259-2571. It's the Full Melt Radio Show.
Radio show.
At the Monroe Street Fair. Live in downtown. That's awesome. Like a bag full of suckers. How badass is that? So, we are doing our thing, and it is still freezing. I'm just saying. It's the coldest day here in probably 2 solid weeks, and it is just frozen. But people are toughing it out. I saw a lot of people came prepared. They came prepared. You can just have a sucker here. I'll give you a sucker. There you go. You can just have one. There you go. Guy gave me a sucker. I gave one to him. So, anyway, I can't believe how many people are still milling about here. They came with their blankets over their shoulders. Everybody came dressed appropriately, I think, for the most part. I mean, a lot of people like to come to this event in costume, or they like to wear their favorite T-shirt. It's hard to wear your favorite T-shirt, your cannabis T-shirt, out in this kind of weather. But I think everybody's doing a fabulous job. Take it easy, man. Thanks you guys for coming out. So, let's see where am I at here. Losing track of what's going on. There we go. And wow, we've almost been on the air full 40 minutes or something already. I mean, wow. See if you can see what's going on with no, I don't know. We got nobody to go run down there and do a check. I'm trying to get he's such a good boy. I got a good boy here. He's Jace, the service dog in training, is hanging out in our booth, and he's being so good. You know, he's staying on his spot. He knows what to do. He hasn't let the distraction of all these people and all this noise and all those smells, because, you know, dogs love odor. The more odors, the better. And he's being so good just hanging out in his spot. Being a Staffordshire Pit Bull Terrier mixed with Boxer, he is a very, very well-trained and behaved dog. Only had him since the end of November. But we're training him to be a leader dog. And he's doing a great job of it. This is part of his training out here. So I got to thank our sponsors at NoSmell.com and also the fabulous people at the Sweet Leaf in Flint. David Rudoy at RudoyLaw.com, fabulous cannabis-based attorney. So if you got a cannabis issue, especially in the world of defense, he will come to your aid and steer you right. Thank you, David. And, of course, Bob and Kim Johnson out there at the Sweet Leaf in Flint, and they also run the place is called Sacred Elements, and they got a lot of stuff in there. I mean, a lot of stuff. Sacred Elements, it's hard to describe because they do so much there. I mean, aromatherapy and hypnotherapy, and they got all kinds of There's like a resale shop that goes on in there, all kinds of stuff. See, now there's a pit bull walking down the road on a tether, and Jace is doing the right thing. He's a good boy, Jace. He's a good boy. See, he just sat here and watched the pit bull go by, not to even worry about it. And now the other pit bull is probably smelling where Jace took a leak. He is. He's smelling where Jace took a leak. Hey, no. Get back. Hey. Yep, and he's back on his spot. See, he was mad there for a second because he watched the dog covering up his smell. The dog was leaking over the top of his leak, and he's like, no, that's my leak. You leave my leak alone. So that's the only thing that bothered him. He's like, hey, what's that dog doing? No, he's ruining my art over there. So we are collecting signatures at this booth for Am I Legalized? And yes, Brian, can you help him over there? He wants to sign. If you want to, incidentally, if you're at the Hash Bash or if you're at the Monroe Street Fair and you'd like to sign the petition to legalize cannabis in Michigan, you need to be a registered voter, and you can sign right here. We got your sheet with your county on it, so you can get on board that bandwagon and help answer the question that was posed by the dismantling of the Michigan Medical Marijuana Act, or the narrowing of its protections by the Attorney General and the fabulous people in our government here in Michigan, who have decided not to do what the people want, but rather to do what they would like to do. So you know what I'd love to do, if we got a way to do it, is I'd like to see if Brian, we lost all of our helper people that we could have sent down. This booth was packed a little while ago, and now it's like empty, which I'm not going to complain about because it was getting crazy there for a minute. Because people were just like, hey, it's a free shelter. I'm like, no, it's not. I did not, but that's okay. I did have that. I had some McDonald's on the way in here. He was asking if I had some of that fabulous Jamie Lowell pizza from. Is that Dominic's Pizza? From Dominic's. Yeah. So they're doing something on stage, making a huge ruckus. I got to figure out what the heck is going on with our interview guests, though, because I'm starting to get a little bit. I'm starting to get a little concerned about what's going on. I got no report back from Tommy's people who've contacted. They missed their interview yesterday, and they asked if they wanted to redo it today. And we made arrangements to do that, but I haven't heard from anybody. So I'm really worried about the Tommy interview. Is there any way you can go down to the Tommy booth and see if he's still working the booth? Oh, see if Brian's lost. Brian's passing out business cards to people. So, Brian? Oh, see, he's not. Yeah, Brian can't hear me. Is there any way you can go down to the Tommy booth and see if Tommy's still signing, and talk to Danny and or Charlie or somebody down there and see if you can point to that interview? Because they were supposed to do an interview, and I'm completely going to miss him. That would be awesome. Thank you if you could do that. So now I'm by my lonesome. We do have, incidentally, a limited edition print of a commemorative Hash Bash shirt, Hash Bash 2016, and is a Full Melt Show radio shirt. So you can come down and pick one of those up down here at our radio booth. A lot of people smoking cannabis openly and freely without fear of reprisal from any law enforcement entities over that issue. I mean, that's one of the great things about this festival. Well, even more, I think, attractive than that, this festival brings in a cross-section of people in one of the most amazing cities in the country, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Trying to see where we're at here on the show. Oh, wow. We only got a few minutes left in this segment already. Time flies. The people at the Green Planet have been going like crazy in there, haven't you? I mean, it's Full Tilt Boogie, isn't it? Yeah. It's like the door there is warmer than it is outside. I can tell you that because it is so cold out here. That door's got to warm up from all that friction. Well, let's see here. I think, I don't know who's on the stage. I'd like to know. Hey, back. I need you back. I don't know what the itinerary. I should have got some itinerary about who's on the stage. There always seems to be an amazing number of flyers that end up on our table here from every place. Oh, so we had Jamie on. Who else do we have on? And how many apps can I run on this phone at the same time? If you've never seen us do our broadcast, usually we started out with a lot of cameras and multiple angles and, a video switcher and a big monitor and, like a giant screen monitor and computer equipment everywhere. But now we've just milled the whole thing down. The whole show comes out of a little phone app. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Doing this for 35 years, and never did I imagine. There's our show card right there. Never would have imagined that the whole thing could be condensed down into something that is a little bit bigger than a pack of cigarettes, and it's only because I wanted a bigger one. I could have got a smaller one doing the same thing. It's crazy. So, Hash Bash 2016 going on until 6 o'clock tonight. We are broadcasting live from the corner of Monroe and Tappan in downtown Ann Arbor, right across from the Diag, and some beautiful Gothic architecture. Does anybody know what that building is? Do you guys know what that building is right there? No? Is it a church or is it a government building? It looks like a church. It's probably part of the university. I know it's part of the university. It can't be a church. But it certainly looks, it's got that Gothic architecture style to it. It looks almost church-like. It's very grandiose. And it's probably, part of one of the oldest parts of Ann Arbor, I would imagine. That building is not new. It's a stone, like, cathedral-looking thing. Wow. So, what are we doing here? How much time we got left till the break? Hey, get back. Wrangling one dog and no people. Like I said, this booth was crazy. All right, so we're going to break. We'll be right back. We can't find some of our remaining guests. If we do, we've only got 10 minutes left during this program segment. We may do another yet before the Hash Bash / Monroe Street Fair is over with. Being that I don't know if you can hear me or not, we'll see. I'll be right back after the break.
You're getting the full melt.
Promotional consideration provided by NoSmell.com, pioneering the storage market for cannabis users. The NoSmell patented bag technology offers users 100% smell-proof detection from even the most sophisticated of noses. NoSmell.com, so nobody knows. When placing your order for a NoSmell bag, make sure to use discount code FULLMELT and take 10% off the entire order. Learn more about NoSmell technology at NoSmell.com.
Young students are our future. They're eager to learn, eager to succeed, eager to make the world a better place. And they want to make it to school safely. Share the road, take care when passing, and always leave 3 feet between you and people on bikes. Bikes are legal road vehicles. We're all drivers.
When you need legal help, you don't want to guess at who's standing next to you in court. And when it comes to a medical marijuana defense, it's even smarter to partner with a lawyer before you need one. Based in Royal Oak, David Rudoy has a proven history of not being afraid to take your case all the way to the Supreme Court and win. Find the law offices of Rudoy Law
at RudoyLaw.com.
RudoyLaw.com is a quick reference on your rights concerning Michigan medical marijuana
and up-to-date news.
That's RUDOI Law.com. Call 248-935-9074 now and talk about your legal needs, because at RudoyLaw.com, we don't just stand up for you, we stand up with you.
If you're like us, your pets aren't just animals. They're members of your family. Pet Pain CBD hemp oil drops are great for aging as well as active dogs and cats. Some people are apprehensive about hemp treatments for pets. They ask us, what are you smoking? Absolutely nothing, and neither will your pet. Like other hemp-based products for humans, the Allure is all of the benefits of cannabis without any of the high. The CBD oil has shown to rejuvenate the bones, joints, brain, stomach, eyes, and heart. And the drops contain absolutely no corn, wheat, soy, artificial colors and flavors, or preservatives. Pick some up today. Visit PetPain.com or ask for Pet Pain at your local pet store. PetPain.com. CBD relief for your pet.
Hey, it's Steve Green for the Sweet Leaf in Flint, because now getting safe access to medical cannabis patients in Flint, Michigan is never more welcoming. Presenting the Sweet Leaf, a brand new patient experience, bringing 12 carefully selected caregivers housed in 9 separate offices to distinctly assist you with their knowledge and reputation for excellent patient care. Classes and training coming soon in the large community room. Check it out in person, 400 South Dorr Highway, or call 810-259-2571. The Sweet Leaf Center in Flint, 810-259-2571. 571. It's the Full Melt Radio Show.
Radio Show.
All right, so we're back on the air here at the Monroe Street Fair, broadcasting live at least for another 10 minutes or so while the program goes on. We broadcast on the program Monday through Friday from 7 until 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can catch us, like I said, every day of the week. We're one of the few people doing daily live cannabis content, and we have the logistical advantage of being blessed to be near Ann Arbor, where we can come and cover this event every year easily. There are more events springing up all across the country every year that are cannabis related. And I would love to get out to see some more of those events and broadcast from those locations. We're going to grow this show in size, and the scope's going to stay the same. The scope of this show will never change. It will always be cannabis news, culture, entertainment, and lifestyle, medical marijuana, and hemp. I mean, that's basically the extent of what we cover on the show. Now, sometimes we'll talk about topics that are related, especially if they're hot button topics or there's something really strong like that you got to know, like the connection between autism and GMO Roundup Ready foods. We did a show entirely on that, but it is cannabis related. Hey, it's Rick Thompson out here taking photos for the CompassionChronicles.com. But we did this. Yeah, when you get old, you can't thrash your neck like that. You end up with like a slip disc or something. Brian's coming back with news, which might not be news, but it might be news. You got Rick. Did you not find Tommy? He's still there. No chance of doing the interview? No, I mean, yeah, but I don't know that he's going to sit there through them all. I was told by Strackbine he's likely to leave early. Well, I had lined up an interview with Tommy. We were supposed to talk to him during a break, like in a warm-up van. Yeah, and then we were going to do a phone interview earlier in the week, and we did the phone interview for Jamie's show and for our Third Coast, and for Planet Green Trees. But then, hey, Jace, come on back, sit down.
But far more interesting than Tommy Chung are the
Far more interesting than Tommy Chung are the half-naked Japanese guys jumping up and down on stage right now.
They were half-naked or all naked?
Well, half-naked.
Well, then I don't care.
No, I see some. Yeah, that's right.
Well.
Yeah.
Were they only half naked because they're Japanese? I'm just asking. No?
You did.
I said, were they only half naked because they were Japanese, or what's?
They're half naked because they're punk rockers, and that's what punk rockers do.
Well, I was thinking maybe they were, they didn't go all naked. They didn't go full Monty because, you know what they say.
I don't think you'd go full Monty because it would be a poor impression on your manhood, considering it's 32 degrees out here.
Yeah, well,
shrinkage is a problem.
Yeah, and also arresting would be a problem.
Well, I mean, they're pretty liberal on Monroe Street, but maybe not that liberal.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be, go full dong on you.
Yep. Jap flap. Yeah,
Jap
that would
flap.
be bad. That would be bad.
Oh, only the incomparable Rick Thompson would say jab flap.
That's right. And your listeners are clued in. They know what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. It's just a tiny flap. It just goes whip, 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 whip.
Oh, that's a racial comment. Steve, no.
I was talking about you. No.
I'll direct you to the internet sites that might prove you to be wrong on that one, sir.
Oh, so it's been exciting out here. And despite the fact, I know Rory had Kyle Cushman was out here. Did you get a chance to talk to Kyle at all?
I spoke to Kyle briefly. I made the mistake of saying, Kyle, you're from California. It's cold. Do you want my gloves? He said, I'm from New York, motherfucker.
Oh,
I'm okay. I don't need your gloves.
You were trying to be kind, and he.
No, he said it with a big joke on his face. I've met him in California, in Colorado.
I'm from New York, am I Effa?
Yep. And I met him in D.C. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've been around.
Well, we've been. I'm just amazed, and I keep saying this. I said this on the show, but I didn't say it to you. I'm absolutely amazed that number one, they doubled the size of the. Hey, we doubled the size of the fair this year. Yelling at the dog. And look at the thickness of this crowd, yet still, despite the fact we've been snowed on, rained on, froze out, everybody came prepared with hats, gloves, and sometimes blankets. And they're just rolling around like it, hey, we're another day in Michigan. It's spring.
You're absolutely right. I think one of the advantages of the Monroe Street Fair and the Hash Bash is that they have a younger component. And the younger people will show up no matter what the weather's like because they're invincible. And there are fewer wheelchairs this year, fewer gray hairs simply because of the weather, but still a stout component of pretty much all sections.
Look, this is the coldest day that we've had in at least 2 weeks in Michigan.
I agree. And it's the first time I've seen snow at Hash Bash in all the years I've been here.
Really?
Yep. So.
I think I remember. Didn't we have a little bit of snow that year that you were when I was doing the medical marijuana radio show or the political twist-up show?
Steve, that could have been. I have some short-term memory problems. Hash Bash inspired.
It seems like it was cold out here. I remember. Who's the guy that sings the cannabis songs on the guitar?
Greenbud, Chief Greenbud.
Yeah, Chief Greenbud was out here headlining.
We had Keith Stroop actually.
Correct, Keith was there, and
it was place we're at right now.
Yeah, it was cold that day, but I don't remember whether it snowed or not. I know it was super. It was colder. It was at least this cold then.
Mason DeVert was there also. I remember the pictures. He's all bundled up and everything else as well.
And I had the down coat on. Yep. I keep looking at that picture of me with Chief Greenbud, and I'm like, wow, I forgot that it was that cold during Hash Bash.
I can't imagine he was able to play the guitar. I know how when your fingers get chilly, they get a little stiff. That's got to be tough when you're a musician. Or a smoker, one or the other. That's right. Darn cold fingers. Do it all the time.
And there went the
oh no!
Am I legalized sign?
Oh no!
Thank you for picking up the sign.
But am I legalized is up? Just being encouragement.
So, what I do know is if the program's going to end here in a minute, and I'll stop broadcasting for the time being, but stick close to the Spreaker button because when you see that Facebook push that says that we're on the air again, it will be because we're in the Tommy van talking to Tommy, which would be a good thing because I don't want to miss him. We had 2 interview opportunities. It would suck if we blew both of them off. Or not blew them off, but lost them both. Mostly due to logistics, I think. I don't think the Kyle Cushman interview is going to happen because the shirts are $15 a piece or 2 for $25. Go ahead. Here. Where'd Brian go? Is Brian here? Brian walked off on me. I lost Brian. Brian! Oh, he's got something in his eye or something over there. Yeah, so.
What you guys got over here? Anything good?
We're doing a radio show right now. He was trying to check the shirts out.
I was just looking.
Yeah, right. So, where are we at here? I think we have had no technical issues with this broadcast, but the show is about to end. So we're out here selling shirts. We're out here collecting signatures for MI Legalized, and we're out here smoking cannabis in downtown Ann Arbor. Yeah, that's what everybody's doing. And that's J-Bud. Hey, J-Bud, come on over and say hello real quick. Oh, we're about to go off the air. J-Bud doesn't have time to come on here. I turned the mic off. All right. So we'll see what you get Tommy on here. Live broadcast. Thanks for joining us for this live broadcast from downtown Ann Arbor for the Monroe Street Fair Festival and Cash Bash 2016. We'll see you in a few with Tommy.
Production of TFM Media.